Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome here to Football Manager 2019. For one night and one night only, I am going to be in the Barcelona hot seat as the official first team coach. I'm going to be playing this career exactly as though I am the Barcelona coach, making decisions, setting up my team and doing exactly as I would like to do, as my philosophy would be as the Barcelona coach. And if you do like this video, guys, if you like this idea, please do give this video a like and tell me that you do so that I know I can make this into a series. If you do like it, I will certainly do that. If you don't, that's no problem at all. I can continue this in my own time. Today, our journey will begin. Everything you see from this moment on will be live reactions. As I am doing it, as I'm going through my journey, I'll be sharing it with you guys. In today's video, we will be playing 2 pre-season friendlies and the start of our Barcelona journey begins. I'll start to try and clear up our squad, set my team, and off we go. And here it is. Here is the big news, guys. I've waited a long time for this job. Talk FCB has taken the Barcelona hot seat. I have been appointed as coach of FC Barcelona, replacing former coach Ernesto Valverde. And I've got a welcome here from Bartomeu. I'm going to try and be as polite as possible. Bartomeu is my superior now, but I'm not going to be a yes man. I'm not going to take anything here. I'm going to put my own stamp on this team. And I've got a weekly wage of €160,000 a week. Thank you very much. And you can see here, season expectations. These are really important in Football Manager. You have to meet these objectives and you've got to stay on track or you risk losing your job. Spanish First Division, they expect me to win La Liga, no doubt about that. They don't think the Spanish Super Cup is very important. I'm going to say I can win the Copa del Rey, and with regards to the Champions League, they are saying reach the semi-final, and I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to increase that just to really ramp up the pressure. Obviously, I want to try and win every single competition, but hopefully that's going to happen. And with those season expectations set, you can see here Pep Segura again. I'm going to try and be polite, but that's going to be really difficult. The guy's a dinosaur, and he's even given me a pretty poor transfer budget in my opinion. It's been set right now at 20.7 million. Obviously, I suppose we've already spent a lot this summer. The wage budget as well at 5.8 million, and we might sort of switch some of that around. You can adjust how much of it you want to go to the wages, how much of it to the transfer. If I really need it, I will try and get some more out of that. And also, we are going to be looking very shortly at player sales. And speaking more on that budget, which is really important in Football Manager, that you do stay within those guidelines because it will affect you in terms of your job security. But you can see here that our transfer budget 20 million, as we said, but right now we are spending a lot on wages, very close to our maximum wage budget. And you can see down here our average wage, €198,000 a week. That is way too high. We are going to have to offload some players, and what we want to do really is get this job confidence really high as the game goes on and on. Right now it's stable, but you want all of these in green and very satisfied with my performance on all fronts. And you can see here, guys, a really important graphic that we have to look at before we get on with our season. We have to look at this squad and get it absolutely right for all the competitions that we're going to be in this season. And here we can see the squad depth right now in the first team squad. 2 goalkeepers. We've got 4 players who can play at left back, but obviously 3 of those are centre backs who can sort of deputise in that area. Centre backs there, a lot of centre back options, but again, you've got a few players there like Vidal who can drop in, not really suited. Right backs, just the 2 of them. Douglas out on loan. You've got a lot of midfield options. I think we need to trim our midfield, to be perfectly honest. And then strikers, we have a few options there as well, but as a central striker, there's not too many options, and that's really what we have to address in the transfer market. Where in this squad are the areas that we need to pinpoint, that we need to target and bring in more reinforcements, and most importantly, where in this squad, I think the midfield, do we really need to trim down our options. But what I'm going to do is just see what offers are out there for some certain players. I'm going to start here with Thomas Vermaelen, and I'm going to go with an asking price here and see if anybody is willing to pay €10 million for him, simply because we know that he's a bit injury prone, and I'm going to look and try and bring in a new young centre back. What I'm also going to do here is ask for offers on Denis Suarez, a very talented player, but I just think right now with the options that we have, we've seen this season, there's not really a place for him in this team, and I'm going to start high here. I'm going to see if there's going to be any offers at all for him for €25 million and basically see see if we get anything at all. If we don't, we'll put that down, see if anybody else comes in. But right now, 25 million euros, if they come in with that, Denis Suarez can be theirs. And I'm also going to go ahead and ask for offers for Munir El-Haddadi. And I'm also going to go in there, not really high, but I'm just going to see if anybody at all is willing to pay 15 million euros for Munir, simply because I want to, again, try and bring in a young forward, but somebody a bit more established. And if we're looking for a young centre-back, there is only one place to go. We are going to see here how much Ajax want for this man, Matthias de Ligt. And basically, they're going to tell us exactly what they want. They want 43 million euros for de Ligt. And what I can't do is offer that right now, simply because I don't have that kind of money. But what we are going to do is come back in a minute when we have those player sales and just try and negotiate. But before we move on to signings and really setting up our squad, the one thing we have to do, and this is the most important part here, is really develop our team. And basically, how do we want to play? What sort of style do we want to adopt here at Barcelona? What is my philosophy going to be? And it is basically going to be this. It's going to be tiki-taka. And not really because it's tiki-taka, because as we know, the phrase tiki-taka isn't exactly what we want at Barcelona, but simply because, look here, dominate possession. That's what we want to do. Our midfield is where the games are won and lost. Relentless pressing, real pressing from the front, getting in the opposition's faces, forcing them back and dictating their tempo, and then patiently waiting for openings, having that patient play, really waiting for your opportunity, making those runs, creating that space. That's what we want to do. And the most important thing here, mentality, positive. I want to have a positive outlook in this team. We've got so much attacking quality, so many good players. Let's see them express that talent and really put on a few good displays, play some good football, and hopefully win some titles. And with regards to some other tactical things that we are going to introduce here, and what we are going to do is attacking width. That has to be there fairly wide. We want them to really stretch the pitch, use every bit of that pitch possible to really get the best results. We're also going to encourage shorter passes as opposed to just standard going long sometimes. We are going to be majority passing those short passes and really creating those spaces. The tempo, you know with me, has to be high. Always high, every single game, a lot of intensity, and never are we going to be time wasting. When possession has been lost, counter press is absolutely fine. When possession has been won though, I am going to say there counter, because we've got the players there when we win the ball back, and when we win the ball back quickly, really get onto the opposition, really break quickly, and I think that could certainly work well. Goalkeeper, distribute quickly, no problem at all with that. And in terms of distribution type, I would say there, take long kicks or throw it long would also be a really good option. Out of possession, yes, we're looking at a very high line, and also line of engagement when we're really initiating that press, it's also going to be really high. A lot of intensity, like I say. In terms of pressing, it is going to be really urgent there. Urgent pressing, stay on your feet, don't go sliding in, don't be silly with the challenges, but really get in tight, high up the pitch in a really positive and attacking mentality. And here we do have a first look at a potential team that I might be using as Barcelona coach, and we are going to start with this kind of setup. Ter Stegen in goal, and I've got him there as a sweeper keeper. We want him out, we want him really being the last line of defence. We've got Alba there and Sergi Roberto as wing backs. I want them going forward, I want them supporting our attacking play. Nelson Semedo right now on the bench, but I think it's going to be really close between him and Sergi at right back. As it stands right now, Titi and Gerard Piqué, both of those defending as ball-playing centre-backs with Longley on the bench. He's going to be a really good player there and could easily make my starting lineup. Busquets there in the deep line playmaker role. He's going to be dictating from deep, winning those balls back and getting us up the pitch. Then Arthur in an advanced playmaking role. I want him being more creative. I want him to really get involved, going forward, carrying the ball. Obviously, we know he's fantastic in possession, but I want to see some really cutting passes as well from him. Box-to-box midfielder, Ivan Rakitic, he's going to cover a lot of ground. He's going to be defensively very sound, but he's also going to get involved in the final third and play those passes from deep that we love to see from Rakitic. Then Ousmane Dembele from the left, Messi from the right as it stands right now, but Coutinho could easily come in either to that left wing role or also in that advanced playmaking role in midfield, and I've got them as inside forwards so they can really get narrow, get some shots away at goal, obviously look to score and allow the wing backs to get forward. And then Luis Suarez leading the line as a deep lying forward. He's going to hang back a little bit, he's going to get involved in the build-up. You know that he can bring the others into the game, link up with Messi, link up with Dembele, and I think that team right now, especially with that bench as well, a lot of quality, a lot of depth. I've got Alenia on the bench for a bit of youth, Malcolm is there as well with some attacking options, and I can tell you, with me as the coach, we are going to see Malcolm And as you can see here, back to the news front, there have been two different offers for Munir Al-Haddadi, both of them coming from Serie A, Roma with one and Napoli with the other, both of them offering €9 million up front, but Napoli offering more in incentives. And I just want to have a look at that offer, see exactly what it entails. You can see there they're paying €3 million after 50 games, installments as well, a percentage of the next sale, and also though they want a wage contribution from our side. Do Roma want the same? They also want the same wage contribution, but it's just less than add-ons. I am actually there going to accept the Napoli offer. I'm not really too worried about paying 29k in wage contribution. That will be good there to get some transfer money in. Eventually there, that will reach 17 million, which for Munir isn't too bad a deal. And you can see here that I have moved Juan Miranda to Barcelona, promoted him full-time, and he will be used definitely during this season. And as you can see here, we have received some offers for Thomas Vermaelen, but they are very, very low offers. But the thing about this is, it's not about Vermaelen as a player. As a player, I think he's a very, very good squad player. But the problem here, €145,000 a week, 32, not really ideal, is it? As you can see here, Olympique Lyon want to make that offer, but they have a wage contribution from our side on that one, so we're not doing that. From the Pro League, though, two offers of 2.5 million, no wage contribution from our side. We are going to be accepting those, simply because it's not about the transfer fee, it's about that wage budget, which is right now far too high. I've got to get that down, 145k a week. Sorry, Thomas, I just can't give you that. And although we've received offers for Munir and also Thomas Vermaelen, nothing yet at all. I put the price right down, but nothing at all on the subject of Denis Suarez. Nobody really wants him. So what I thought we'd try and do is maybe see if anybody wanted Rafinha, because I think somebody has to go, because simply they won't get any game time, and I don't want to do that to them. I'd rather get the money for them, have them play elsewhere, and not sort of halt their career. But right now, no offers for Rafinha either. So as of right now, we're struggling to get rid of either. But Munir is going to go. He's going to go to Napoli. We're going to get €8.25 million straight out of that deal, and we will get more as it goes on. Munir will be continuing his career in Serie A. We have finally received an offer for Denis Suarez, but a different kind of offer. We've got two loan offers for him from Arsenal and Villarreal, but Villarreal, see, look at the offer there. They want to rotate him. He's not really going to be in their team consistently, and they're only going to pay 50% of his wages, whereby Arsenal, he is going to be in their first team, not rotation, and also 100% of his 96k a week contract. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that loan deal, which I think actually works really well with regard to Denis Suarez, because I think going out on loan, he's still only 24 years old. He can still be a part of this team, but he needs to play, and right now with the options I have, he simply wouldn't do that. And to be fair to Football Manager, this game right now is extremely realistic, because we have a problem right now, which is a genuine problem for Barcelona in real life. When they try and sell players on really high wages, it's extremely difficult. That's why you don't put players on extremely high wages who you might need to sell in the very near future. Vermaelen here has turned down a move away. He wants to stay and see out his contract. I've given George Cuenca here a brand new Barcelona deal. He's on 10k a week, as opposed to Vermaelen's 145k, and Denis Suarez has also rejected a loan move to Arsenal. Even though he's not going to play here, I've transfer listed him. He knows that he's not wanted, but still, he doesn't want to go. But finally, it is time to get down to some serious business now. This is our first pre-season friendly. It's against Borussia Mönchengladbach, and we are going to be lining up strongly here. I want to see straight away what we can do, what this team is capable of. We're going to be giving everybody some minutes. We're going to be adding more substitutes. So really, everybody can get up to speed, getting their condition into the high 90s, ready for the big season to come, and looking at early signs of what I'm going to bring to this team. And as you can see here, guys, Borussia Mönchengladbach lining up very, very similar in terms of shape to us, and we are going to be seeing very shortly how we can get on, how we're going to play, and I'm so excited for all of this to take shape right in front of our eyes. And here now goes Luis Suarez on a bit of a counter-attack here. We're taking the ball out here to the left of Dembele. Look at that overlap there by Jordi Alba, just opening up the space back here with Busquets whipped out to Lionel Messi. Something could happen here. Messi takes on Went. Ooh, oh, it is a penalty. We have been given a penalty there. Messi brought down in the area, and he is the man who's going to step up and take it here from the spot. It's Lionel Messi. It's our first goal of the Talk FCB reign. Lionel Messi gets it. Pretty calmly struck away here, Messi, up to the top right-hand corner. Good penalty there. He won it himself. He took it himself. And there is the first Barcelona goal. And here come Mönchengladbach, though, on the break. A little bit of deflection, save there by Ter Stegen. A little bit of worry there. They cut down the middle, but Ter Stegen very strong in holding that strike. Throw in here in our own half. Long throw there by Alba, but we've been beaten to the ball. Here's Zakaria here for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Another good save there there by Ter Stegen. Didn't just save it, but he held onto it as well. Good save there. It's going to be the last action here before the half-time whistle. Ball into the box, and Ginter very, very close. It's a good, strong finish here by Mönchengladbach. I might get a few changes here at half-time just to freshen things up a bit, because here is the half-time whistle. Barca 1, Mönchengladbach 0. And because this is a pre-season match, I've chose to make 9 changes at half-time. Only Messi and Luis Suarez remaining on the pitch. I'm swapping everybody around. They all need to get minutes. They all need to prepare and basically get some game time ahead of the new season. And we are going to be watching it unfold in the second half. How is it going to go? We are going to find out. Over the top there, a bit of a high line. We haven't managed to catch him offside, and Cillessen with a good save. Ter Stegen made a few in the first half. Cillessen called into action here, and it is a good stop there from the Dutchman. Here's Coutinho into Carlos Alenia now. Vidal back to Alenia, out here to the right-hand side, but it's intercepted, and suddenly Mönchengladbach are in the break. It's hidden out Cillessen again with a quite brilliant save. 2 goalkeepers, either half. Ter Stegen, Cillessen, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant performances from them. The last action now of the game, Coutinho putting it in, and Denis Suarez there with the head of it just goes over the bar, and that should basically be that for our first pre-season match, and it was pretty much the start that I expected. Right now, we're still getting to grips with things. We're still working out what our best team is, how we want to play. Most important thing today, we've got everybody to run out on the pitch. Everybody's getting up to speed. We've got ourselves a win to give us some confidence. Barca 1, Mönchengladbach 0. And we are going to crack straight on here with the second friendly of my reign at Barcelona. We're going to be playing Al-Ittihad club here from the KSA, and it's going to be really important, I think, to really get some match sharpness, because people often sort of forget at the start of pre-season, they might be 100% fit, they're not injured, but they're not match sharp. We need to get these guys up to speed as quickly as possible. Miranda has come in for the injured Jordi Alba, and I'm also going to be trying Felipe Coutinho from that left-hand side. But here's Edison here for all the visit. Oh, and they've got the goal. Suddenly we're behind. It's Edison with an absolutely brilliant strike there. And Al-Ittihad have a very shock lead against Barcelona. 2 minutes in, and this is the first wobble, the first real point of concern in my time as the Barcelona manager. Brilliant goal. You've got to say that. No chance at all for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. But we have to do more, and we have to defend better than that. Try and hit back here as quickly as we possibly can. Here's Arthur spreading it out to the right-hand side with Sergi Roberto, who's caught on the ball there. That's not good enough there from Sergi Roberto. Really slack play. And again, they're countering us, and it's Ter Stegen with the save. It could have been 2-0 down. That is not good enough there. Slack play from Sergi Roberto. Might be a friendly, but come on, guys. And they've got over the top there. Umtiti's in, not being able to make the tackle, and suddenly we are 2-0 down and in real trouble. The start of this game has been so poor. Defensively there from Samuel Umtiti. I mean, just watch this replay here. We're cut apart in midfield. Even the referee's trying to help us there. Umtiti's got to cut that out. He's got to cut that out. It's slack play. It's poor from Umtiti. And suddenly we're 2-0 down. Lionel Messi here now from the free kick. And oh, he's hit the post there. What an effort that was from Messi. Here's Messi from the free kick again this time. Oh, I thought he got it that time. Just wide of the post. He's had one cannon off the upright, and that one going just wide. Here's Sergio Roberto now on the right-hand side. Back to Busquets. Roberto here whips one in, and that is a goal back there. Arthur into Luis Suarez. We have our first goal back. Back to the halfway line now, boys. Let's get another goal. Good play here. Roberto with the throw-in. Busquets having a little look up. Roberto then into the area. Nice pass there. Arthur, it's a shot deflected into the path of Suarez. Typical strikers, poacher's goal. That's one back. Busquets now into Rakitic. Ball over the top, finds Coutinho. That's a great ball from Rakitic. And Coutinho, the selfish play. You've got to have a look up. You've got to see Suarez arriving there. Play him in. And going into the second half, guys, here, just to make sure that we don't lose this game, I have made 4 changes initially. Longley on for Umtiti, I thought was slacking that first half. Semedo on for Roberto, who did make a few mistakes, even though he was a big part in our goal. I've also brought on Vidal for Rakitic in that midfield, and Dembele from the left after Coutinho didn't really take his chance in that first half and was a little bit wasteful. Let's see if we can turn this around. Arthur here finds Arturo Vidal. Oh, it's a good chance, and it's just over the bar there from Arturo Vidal. A real chance to get level there. Here's Longley into Luis Suarez. Back to Clement Longley. Now Arturo Vidal's done well, I think, since he's come on. Out wide to Semedo. There's men in the area. If he can find them, he goes straight for goal, though. Denied by the goalkeeper. Now a corner kick. We're ramping up the pressure here on our opponents. Into the area, and it is an equalising goal from that man, Nelson Semedo, who's found his way into the area. He won the corner, of course, just before that. Gets in there from a Messi cross. We are level. Now let's get to go ahead. Come on. Looking now for a winning goal. 18 minutes to go here. Can we get one? I think the team be doing really well, so I'm going to leave it as it is. No more changes right now, because I think since half-time, they've really improved. Here's Miranda down the left into Arthur. Arturo Vidal! Brilliant save. He's been so good since he come on, Vidal. A lot of attacking threat. He has been really good. Messi now down the left-hand side. Free kick into the area. There's the goal we wanted. Sergio Busquets again. Ball into the box. Maybe not the traditional Barcelona as of right now, but I will take it. Busquets here with the header. Messi with another assist. He's been brilliant today as always. 15 minutes to go. We have the lead. Messi with another ball into the box here. Finds Arthur and Dembele makes it 4. Gonna help his confidence. Absolutely no end. Again, it's the ball into the box. This time Messi putting it in there. Headed down here by Arthur Melo. Goalkeeper makes a mess of it. Dembele there to put it in. Another set piece here. Messi with the ball in. Dembele and ooh, Arthur there. Cannons off the post. Really unlucky there for Arthur Melo. He's had a good game as well. Going to play the full 90. Here they come though on the counter-attack with Gerard Piqué over there to sort things out. Messi here now, the final stages of this game. Pulls it back to Dembele. Back to Lionel Messi. And that is going to be offside. And that is it for today's game. We have won by 4 goals to do. But I have to say, it wasn't good enough. Particularly that first half, we went 2-0 down. The defensive play that we really went through there, it wasn't really enough. We didn't really do enough in that first half. And certainly the performances of Sergio Roberto, Samuel Umtiti, they need to improve. Semedo came on and did really well. Longley was good as well. And that's what I mean now. In these coming weeks, in the big friendly games that we have to come, and they are big because I need to decide who is going to start in that Super Cup game against Sevilla. That's the start of our competitive season. Who is going to be the first names on this team sheet? All of that is going to be decided. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good journey. And that does bring today's episode to an end, guys. Like I say, please let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to continue this series. If you do, the next episode will feature our final 2 pre-season friendlies, and then our season begins. Sevilla in the Super Cup. Our first trophy is up for grabs, and we want to take every single one. So leave your thoughts and your feedback in the comment, guys. What would you like to see? What would you like to see me do more? If you'd like to see me do anything differently, please let me know in the comments down below. I will see you soon. But until then, as always, Vasca El Barça. Barça! Barça!